Today is the first of several conversations that we'll have with SunBelt Xpress drivers in our series of conversations behind the wheel. Joining me today is Chad Mclaurin. Chad drives local and regional for SunBelt Xpress. Thank you for joining me, Chad.
Oh, no problem.
Chad, why did you choose SunBelt?
The challenge. Loading furniture, unloading furniture is a challenge, and I've always challenged myself in my trucking career, and that's one reason why I chose SunBelt.
What are some of the challenges?
Figuring out how to load the furniture on the trailer. I always challenge myself to see how much I could put on the trailer, how to make the furniture fit the correct way to where you could get the most onto a 53-foot trailer. Running regional, it's a challenge to see how many stops you can get off in a day. You're going to have your drive day, of course, depending on where you start on Monday morning. But usually I like to challenge myself to see how many stops I can get off from the time I start on Monday morning till the time that I have to shut down, because a lot of the places close 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
And challenge yourself to do the things that you do when you're running regional or running local. Safety is always at the forefront of that, correct?
Oh yes, yeah.
How does the Lytx camera as a driver help you?
It's taught me a lot on watching my following distance, judging my following distance.
Has it also taught you time management?
Yes.
And what ways has it taught you time management?
Not going too fast, paying more attention to the flow of traffic, just not getting in a hurry, basically.
So you're basically staying less than the flow of traffic so they're pulling away from you?
Yes.
You also help in the office part-time with Lytx. How has that helped you, working with Lytx and talking to the drivers?
It's helped a lot. When I do speak with the drivers that I speak with, I give them pointers on how to count seconds, like the dotted line in the interstate. When I'm driving, I usually try to keep 8 to 9 of those dotted lines in the middle of the interstate between me and the vehicle in front of me.
Chad, when you're working with the driver and they look at you and you're talking to them about following distance, and they say, well, if I don't keep my momentum, I'm not going to be able to get my stops off. What do you say to them about that?
I ask them if traffic come to an abrupt stop in front of them, if they could get the truck stopped in time.
How many years have you been driving now?
Been in and out of trucking since 1996.
How many years of actually driving on the road have you had?
Local, I would say probably 5 or 6 years. Over the road was probably 10.
So a total of 15 to 16 years?
Yeah.
In those 15 or 16 years, you've worked for other companies.
Yeah.
What does SunBelt do and has made you stay with SunBelt that other companies didn't?
Family atmosphere, the equipment, all the changes that the safety department's made, with the cameras, the mitigation systems on the trucks. I've made a few friends since I've been here, and I just, like I said before, I like the challenge.
You talked about the tractors and the mitigation systems and safety systems, but how are the tractors? Are they newer tractors? Are they older tractors?
It's all new equipment. My truck right here is a 2019. I have seen some 2023s coming in over the past couple of months. I think they update their equipment more than some of the other trucking companies out there.
If you were talking to a driver about coming to SunBelt, what would you say to them about why they should maybe leave another company to come here because they're asking?
First of all, I would ask them if they like the challenge. Second, I would let them look at my truck. I would tell them that SunBelt, 2.5 to 3 years old on the equipment, great pay, I would tell them that SunBelt does pull refrigerated trailers also, because there are a lot of guys out there that do like pulling refrigerated trailers. I would let them know that we had a great safety program here.
Chad, I want to thank you for being a part of this. You're a big part of SunBelt, and the drivers are what makes SunBelt. And I would really like to ask the people that are viewing today, stay tuned. We're going to have more of these conversations from behind the wheel, because the driver's voice is important. And again, Chad, thank you.
You're welcome.